Good morning. It is 5:31 in the morning Central Time. Yeah, we're gonna walk in here, get ourselves situated, and hold on, I have to turn off the alarm. So pretty much today we are driving to Wayland, Michigan, which is about 2.5 hours. We'll drive there, we'll do a drop and hook, and then we'll drive back here, and that's it. Before this job, right, I was in like project management. I was a production manager for a marketing and advertising company, and we worked on Dyson products, and we rolled out store displays in Target, Best Buy. But that job was so toxic that I was looking for another job, and I found this. And I've had my CDL for about 6 years, 7 years. It's a long story. I'll get into like my experience and all that stuff. But, and I guess while I log into this, just a quick background. So I got my CDL about 5 or 6 years ago. What is it, 2023? So about 2017, 2018, I want to say. I got my CDL. And at the time, I went to school through DriveCo in Gary, Indiana, and the state of Indiana actually paid for it. There's a program through the state of Indiana called Work One. So I went to school for 4 weeks. I got my CDL. I actually failed on my first my first test. I failed on my straight back. I was just so nervous, and I like hit a cone, and like it was a snowball effect, and I failed my first time, but I think you have to wait a certain amount of time until you retest, and I actually passed my second time with flying colors. It was pretty much that pre-trip that you have to do. It's brutal, and I'll do a video on a pre-trip. Not that any of you care, but like from what I remember, I have like a little cheat sheet on what to do on a pre-trip, and it's kind of what I follow on this truck and trailer. In the school, I was working at night as a custodian, so I go to school during the day, work all night as a custodian, making like $9-10 an hour, if that. I don't even think it was that much. I think it was like $8.25 an hour or something. And then as soon as I got my CDL, I did not go into a commercial driving job. I actually found a job delivering home medical equipment to hospitals and patients' homes. So we delivered like oxygen and medical beds and things of those natures. And this phone takes forever to load. But I did that for a little bit. Maybe a year or so. But I think I was making $14 an hour. It's full time, but you were on call as well. So if someone was in the hospital and they're on oxygen at the hospital, right, and they get discharged at night at like 2 a.m., you would have to answer your phone at 2 a.m. and go to the patient's home and then set them up with home oxygen, review and certify. So I did that for a while. It was just a very physical and brutal job because you are carrying heavy oxygen tanks, you're carrying home medical equipment, beds. I actually found a dock worker position for a company called Holland Special Delivery, and I applied to that. The manager actually called me, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come on in?" I'm like, "Sweet, dude, heck yeah." I think they were advertising like $15 an hour or something. I'm like, "Shit, dude, sweet, let's go, I'm about to be rich." And he's like, "Come on in." So I walk in there, we sit down at the conference table. He walks in, and we're talking and everything, and he's like, "On your application, I see that you have your Class A CDL." And he's like, "Instead of the dock worker position, and we usually don't do this, we'd be willing to offer you a Class A CDL driver position." And I was a little nervous at the time. Who in the heck is this? It is 5 o'clock in the morning, brother. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't know who the hell this this is. I'm gonna go shut the garage and then I can come back in. So they offered me the Class A CDL position, and at the time they offered me like 17 bucks an hour, and I thought that was so much money. Oh, it's a sensor. So let's see if I can. That worked actually. I just hopped over it. Cool. I hope I have my key so I can get back in. I should. Offered me 17 bucks an hour. I took that. I went to Hudsonville, Michigan for my orientation, and I was there at that company. I trained for about 4 weeks, and I was there for about a year and a half. It was actually a pretty good company. I started, first 4 weeks I started nights until I could gain some seniority and transfer to days. And it was a pretty good company, you know. I would start at 2 o'clock in the morning, be home by 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and then do it all over again. Average like 58 hours a week, overtime after 40. At the time, guys, keep in mind, I thought 17 bucks an hour was fantastic, but it wasn't. But that overtime, it adds up, right? Oh, unfortunately though, I was young and I was stupid, and you know, I'll just be honest and transparent with you guys. It was September of 2018. My wife's best friend was getting married. We went to a wedding, and I believe it was like Rensselaer, Indiana. Went to a wedding. It was a beautiful wedding, had a great time, but at the time, you know, I was drinking. I had a few drinks. By a few drinks, I mean I felt good, right? I was feeling myself. I was feeling good. So I knew I shouldn't be driving. I was gonna have a few drinks. And my wife was in the wedding. She was a bridesmaid, her best friend. I didn't see her all day, and I was kind of just doing my own thing, hanging around with people, drinking, introducing myself, having a good old time dancing. But I didn't know my wife was also drinking, and she, by the end of the night, long story short, she was pretty drunk. And as we were leaving, decided that I was less drunk and that I would drive home, right? And we had what did we have? A Toyota, I'm drawing a blank. Small little Toyota compact car. Can't think of it. But anyways, so I decided I would drive. And it was one of the cars where it didn't have automatic lights like this. So you actually had to turn them on. And me being a little intoxicated, I didn't realize that. I left them off. But when you leave them off, if you hit the brakes, right, it still illuminates the tail lights. And I'm just using this big ass truck as a reference, but it still illuminates the tail lights. So I pull out of there, right? I pull out, I hop on the road. Apparently, there is a cop sitting over there waiting for drunk people to leave this wedding, or intoxicated people, or whatever it may be. And I think that's absolutely BS that a cop will sit outside of a wedding venue and wait for people. I understand that people shouldn't drive and drink and drive, but like, come on, man. So I leave out of there, and he's waiting. My lights aren't off. I get down the road. I'm talking to my wife. I'm like, oh, I think there's somebody behind me. I'm like, oh shoot, I think that's a cop. And I'm freaking out because I'm a little intoxicated. So I'm like, I'm gonna turn. No, actually, this is what happened. I actually missed my turn to get back on the highway, right? I missed my turn, so I had to turn down a random random road. It was like a farm road or something. So I missed my turn. I'm over here, right? And I pop a right to turn on this farm road. And this car is still behind me. And he turns on the street with me. I'm like, oh shit, babe. Like, this is a cop. We're screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I have my CDL. I'm freaking out, right? And sure enough, pops his lights on and pulls me over. I'm freaking out because I'm thinking of the worst outcomes. He walks to the car, asks me for my license or registration. I think I handed him like an insurance card, and he's like, sir, this is your insurance card. I need your driver license. Oh yeah, sorry sir, I'm so sorry. And he's like, have you had anything to drink, sir? And he could probably smell the alcohol on my breath. Come on, man. What's going on here? Probably smell the alcohol on my breath. And I'm like, I had a couple beers coming from a wedding. To be honest, I had a couple beers, but I'm fine to drive. Blah blah blah. And he's like, oh yeah, I believe you. But I'm gonna need you to step out of the car. We're gonna have to perform some field sobriety tests. So I do that, and I actually think I did pretty good. I had to walk a straight line. What else I had to do? Like touch my nose and do 14 backflips in a row. I had to walk across a beam. I had to do like 17 cartwheels and then turn around and then do a somersault. Nah, but it feels like that's what I had to do. Woo! Why won't these go up? There we go. And at the end of it, I got arrested and I got booked for a DUI. That was probably a longer story than you guys wanted, but I got a DUI, guys. And I lost my CDL. I had to get a lawyer, I had to go to court, I had to do classes. It was absolutely brutal. I was out of a job for a while. I had a crappy lawyer. Didn't do anything for me, and I spent so much money on him. So my wife's parents actually bailed me out of jail. So lost my license, didn't have a job, and my father-in-law, he worked for a marketing and advertising company in Chicago. It was called Rapid Displays. I knew nothing about marketing, advertising. My father-in-law said, don't worry, dude, I'll try to get you a job. I'm like, for real, for real? He's like, for real, for real. Pretty much got the job on the spot as a project manager. Let me pull out of here and straighten myself. Oh my gosh, I'm like out of breath. So yeah, he gave me a job, and I think I started off at like 35,000. And shut up. I know my driver's door is open. And yeah, they gave me like 35,000. And I think my plan there, my original intent was like, let me get past this court stuff. Let me get past the CDL, my loss of license. And as soon as I get past this, like, I'm going back to truck driving. Little did I know, that no company will hire you with a DUI. Most companies want 5 years from your DUI. There are some companies that will take you with 3 years, but after applying to companies and getting rejected, I must have got rejected like 50 times. I figured, what the heck, man? I'm just gonna stick it out here for a little bit, at least 3 years, right? But yeah, 5 years went by. I was at that company. 5 long years, and I love the people. I was actually on paternity leave was on paternity leave, and they were in the middle of merging with another company, blah blah blah, and they were letting a lot of people go, a lot of tenured people they were firing. I got spooked. Another company reached out via LinkedIn. It's the Dyson company. They reached out and I accepted that position, which was a lot more money. I got to work from home 4 days a week. Yeah, we got a full trailer today, boys and girls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 8 high. So I accepted that Dyson position. Like I said, to work from home 4 days a week. I had to go into the Dyson headquarters every Tuesday, but that place is just, they promised me this and that, they did not deliver. So I was there for about, after I left Rapid / Outform, I was at the Dyson company for about 8 months, and like I said, it was just a bunch of lies to get me on board. They were gonna do this and that. It was just high stress. I just couldn't do it anymore, and it was affecting my marriage. It was affecting my mental health, my sanity. So that brings us back to this company, right? I accepted this job. I was here for 2 days. I told them I couldn't do it. I regretted that decision, and now I'm back. And I am so grateful, forever grateful. If anyone at Wonderland is watching this, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm just doing my pre-trip, make sure everything looks good. Tires look good. There's nothing rubbing. And I'll go through an actual pre-trip with you guys, but I need to go back in there real quick, and I figured I'm back here, so I'll just look at some stuff. Sorry for the long intro. I mean, I just kind of wanted to give you my background, where I come from, what I... So we are rolling. We need to stop and get some fuel, some def. Put a little dent in that yesterday. So I usually, so this place, QT, Quick Trip, it actually just opened up, and it's super convenient because my location, or my terminal, is back that way a little bit north, and I'm on Torrance right now. So you hop on Torrance, and the 8094, the highway, is right there, right up there, right over that hill. So this is super convenient. I just usually hop over here, and if you're in the area, you're watching this, I've noticed their diesel and their regular fuel, it is cheaper than any other gas station around, whether you're in Illinois or in Indiana. And Indiana usually has the cheaper of the two. Yeah, there was a shooting here. That probably wasn't the best place to put my water. Let's see, I'm gonna go to 2. I like 2. No, I'm gonna go to 4. I'm going to 4. No, I'm gonna go to 2. See, I'm so indecisive. I think after the first week or so, there was a shooting here. So, yeah, not the best area. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we're good. The other day I pulled out of here and I didn't put my cap on. Luckily I caught it, but that could have been bad. Let's guess how much this is gonna cost. $567. That's my guess. 567. Disgusting. So yeah, we're gonna fill up some def now. We're gonna see if they fixed how slow this dispenses, because it is absolutely horrendous, especially if you have people waiting for you and it's just dispensing slower than molasses. Receipt. Sweet. One of the few places that actually prints receipts, I swear. All right, let's fill up some DEF. $3.29 a gallon. Let's see how slow it dispenses. I mean, it's pretty slow, but like, yeah, this is one of the slower ones. If you could see, yeah, we've been filling for about 2 minutes and we're at $4. So we'll be here another 5 minutes filling this. So I usually stop here. There's a blue beacon here that you can get a truck wash, and it's usually not too busy. Like right now, there's no one here. Well, why would anyone be here? It's raining and 7:17. Nice truck, dude. I got the same one. Come on, let's go. What are you doing, brother? He's probably just confused on which way to go, even though there's a, you know, bright yellow sign that says trucks this way. Oh, he's going to get a truck wash. Maybe he's going to wash out his trailer. We are good there. Cool. And then we'll shut the truck off just so we can hear them. It's gonna be first way. It is 264. So pretty much I'll show you real quick. When you're hopping on, you want your steers on this platform, you want your drives on this platform, and your trailer on that platform. Or if you can scoot it up and you have enough room, just make sure each set of tires is on its own separate platform. And your weights, so you're legally allowed to haul 80,000 pounds, right? With 12,000 pounds on your steers, you have 34,000 on your drives, and you have 34,000 pounds on your trailer. As long as you're under those numbers, you're good, you're golden. Got your steer axle, which is your drive, your two fronts. You're allowed 12,000 pounds. I'm at 11,860. It's pretty close. That's why I like to weigh. My drives are 23,600 and my trailers are 26,300 pounds for a total of 61,760 pounds. I could probably move my fifth wheel a little bit. Sometimes Michigan can be beautiful. Sometimes. The only thing that sucks about Michigan, which I'm sure all of you know, is when it snows, dude. It is the absolute worst. And I am not looking forward to it, but I'm gonna soak all of this up while I can. It's nice, it's beautiful, the scenery is nice. So, 27 miles to go. Some of my inspirations of why I'm making a YouTube channel, right? In regards to trucking. Before, when I had the toxic job, and I don't know if you guys watch trucking YouTube videos, but I do, and like people like Alex Nino, Alex the trucking guy, who else? Dave the trucking guy, and a couple other little people, or big, you know, big channels. But when I had the toxic job, I was watching them all the time. When I put my baby to sleep, I would watch them, or you know, at night when I'm laying in my bed, I would watch them. And they're really the inspiration and what drove me to make that commitment to get back into driving. So, you know, maybe one day I'll I'll be in their positions, and maybe one of you will be watching my videos and you'll want to go get your CDL or get back into driving or continue driving, or you know, if you have a question about something, maybe I could help you. I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go with this, but this is the building. This is the retread plant in Wayland, Michigan. So what I do here, I will pop into this driveway, and then I'll drop my trailer in this driveway, in this park. It's not a driveway, it's a parking lot. I will drop my trailer in this parking lot, and then pick up a trailer, move it, yada ying, yada 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 yada, body yada yada yada. So I'm gonna run inside really quick and see which trailer I'm taking, and hopefully it's ready. When you are dropping a trailer, you want to leave like half an inch, maybe an inch of space. That way when you drop the trailer and you go back to hook up, so see if the trailer is here, your fifth wheel is here, you want it to lift up the trailer so there's no space between the fifth wheel and the trailer. So we got that. We're gonna pull our lever here. Disconnect our air lines, the electrical lines. Cool, we're good to drop that. I like to dump my airbags too, just so it doesn't make such a loud noise. I guess it would help if I put it in drive, huh? Nice and easy. Cool. We're gonna go take the middle trailer. Don't need to hook up the electrical line. Move our wheel chock. Put this guy over here for now. And then we're gonna raise our landing gear. We'll move this over, and then we'll hook up to this trailer that we just dropped and back her in here. Super cool, huh? Actually, I keep forgetting. Check out this old International. This is an old guy. Pretty badass though. Pretty cool. Sorry, that was a little hard, guys. You usually don't want to hit the kingpin that hard, but you know, sometimes you are. And you guys just witnessed, you know, the time that I so happened to. Usually I'm super nice and gentle. So I'm gonna hook this up. I'm gonna run back inside, grab some boxes, use the restroom, and then I'll see you guys back on the road. I'm gonna grab some Subway, and hope you guys are enjoying these videos just to pass some time, maybe, or maybe you always wondered what I did for a living or whatever, or what it consists of. So yeah, I mean, or you guys hate the videos. Either way, I'm gonna still make them. I'm gonna still make them. Skate video coming soon, I promise. Yeah, just about to leave, but I wanted to show you guys something real quick before I do leave. So I was just talking to the guys in there, when I first started, my manager, or like one of my head managers, said, yeah, we have a gun range back here. I said, no way. I came back here, and if you guys can see, they do have a gun range, and they come out here and shoot like on their breaks and stuff. Let's see if I could zoom in. Yeah, see, they have like a little range back here at work, and they said, yeah, you can come and shoot here anytime. Look, we have shells and casings all over, but it's super sick. I don't know if you guys can see this, but if you've ever seen Final Destination, which I'm sure most of you have, this guy's carrying a bunch of logs, and it looks like it's being held together by one. Looks like 3 straps, 2 straps maybe. No, not even straps, chains. They're chain. Yeah. So if I don't upload another video, oh, he's turning left. Thank you. There's a bunch of wood flying from his trailer. Cool. Yeah, you go ahead and you pass this guy. I'll do the speed limit over here and just chill in the right lane.